guys, welcome back to my channel, Ink It. I'm your host, Abe. Hey, welcome. Hey, you too. Yeah, you right there. Well, guess what? We're going to continue with our series of Justin's League. And today I bring you number 4, which is our one and only sexy and beautiful Wonder Woman. Okay guys, well, as always, there's always things that do happen. What happened off camera is the fact that the battery ran out on my camera and I didn't realize that. Thankfully, I did notice right before I started inking. So let's go to inking. As you already know, if you watched my videos before, it's very simple to do the sketch. It's just do the circle. Try to define where you want the character to be. In this case, I do faces on my YouTube channel for the most part. So defining where the face is gonna go, and then after that you do the eye, then the nose, the lips, and so on and so forth. Now for this particular character, which is the amazing, the beautiful, the sexy Wonder Woman, we're gonna do the little thing right here on the top, which is the metal. For this particular video, for this particular sketch, we are using an H2 pencil in just a regular pen like the one I'm holding here. If you have the possibility of getting a white cotton glove like the one I have, it will be cool. It will make things easier for you, especially when you're inking. And also, you know, the rulers that I'm using right now, I'm using it because there's a couple of lines here that I want to make them straight. And also it's a good idea to have a ruler, even if you're not going to use it to do the art, but to put your hand in top of it. It will be nice and it will be cool, and it also helps you because sometimes, you know, hands do tend to sweat, and even though you're wearing the glove right now like I am, sometimes, you know, it gets messy if you go over the ink parts, and the hands are kind of, you know, sweaty. Or let's see, so we're gonna put a couple of X's here. Those are the parts, you know, every time you put X's on, you know, on big parts, that means that those are the parts that you're going to come back later on and you're going to ink them. I usually ink the parts off camera to keep my videos from 15 to 20 minutes. Now let's do the ear. As you can see, I'm going from left to right. For all of you guys who this is the first time watching my videos, the reason that I'm doing this, when you're inking, make sure you ink from left to right, so that way you only go once in top of the parts that are inked already. Why? Because if you go over the parts that are inked with your hand and your hands is sweaty, what's going to happen is it's going to get messy. The ink is going to go over parts that you don't want them, you know, to go, and that can ruin the piece for you. So let's do right here the face. These are some shadows we're going to do under the face. Let's ink the right here the cape. Let's give it a little bit of form. It's you know, doing art, doing sketches, it's all about having fun, guys. You know what I mean? Have fun, don't be nervous, you know, do your best. The more that you practice, the more confident you're gonna be, the better you're gonna get. Even, you know, at times myself, I make a lot of mistakes, and you know, sometimes people don't see those mistakes, and that's the way you want to keep them. But you know, you always have something, you know, to learn. Myself, I have so much to learn. And that definitely helps you to, you know, to improve. The more that you practice, the better you're gonna be, and the more confident you are in doing the sketches. And also, don't be afraid to, you know, to take a chance. You know what I mean? If you think that a couple of lines like the ones I'm putting here are gonna make it look better, it's gonna be part of the shadow, go ahead and do it. You know, that's how you're gonna create your own style. Everybody has been influenced by somebody. Me, for the most part, I've been influenced by great artists like McFarlane, Jim Lee, Campbell, definitely the amazing Bob Ross, who I used to admire very much when I was a little kid. Okay, now let's put a little bit more ink right here, make this part darker. Why we're making this part darker? Because we want it to stand out, because we want to make it look like these parts are closer to the camera than the face is. Okay, as you already know and seeing, I put my name already. Why? Because sometimes I tend to forget, and later on I try to put the name, and it definitely doesn't look normal. It doesn't look like it belongs there. So I already messed up before, right, with the recording. Also, if that happens to you and you're trying to do a video or you make a mistake, whatever, don't get upset, my man. Forget about it. Keep going. There's always, a way to fix things. And in this case, well, I didn't record the pencil sketch, but then again, we're inking together, so that's what's matter, right? That's what is important, to do it together, my man. Okay, so let's put a couple of lines over here. Those are the shadows. Now, when you do females, you look like in my case. I try to use less lines on the face. The more lines that you use on the face, the more, I guess, stronger, aggressive, or masculine the face is gonna look. Also doing females, it's like doing women. It's not that easy. It's hard, especially when you're doing the body. Oh my God, it's really you definitely need to practice. Myself, I try to do my best. I practice as much as I can to do a girl's face. Like in this case, we're doing Wonder Woman. It's not an easy task. Same as girls out there, they're not easy to deal with. Same thing with the sketch, man. It's not, it could be a challenge. So let's go for it. Now I'm doing the inside right here, the eye. Let's make these eyes look sexy and strong. Definitely, this is a very strong character. It has a strong personality. So we want to make sure we bring that out. Her, Amazon, personality. Let's bring it out. So let's do this right here. A little bit of shadow, a little bit of lines. Okay, make it a little more darker. There you go. Okay, as you already know, eyes for me. Wow, it's the thing. You know what I mean? If the eyes come out the way I want them to be, I'm really happy about the rest. Now in this case, since we're doing this beautiful Amazon warrior, it's definitely, you want to make sure that her eyes are, in this case, her eye it's nice, strong, sexy. But just by looking at her eye, you're like, I don't want to mess with her. There you go. Look at a little more hairs right here. There you go. Perfect. Okay. I think I'm happy with the way the eye is coming out. So now let's put a couple of the eyebrows right here. Make her look, mean. There you go. A couple more lines here. Now you see how I'm doing it. Just go up and down, one line closer to the other one. Don't be afraid. Just make it dark, nice and strong and thick. There you go. Okay, and let's put a couple of little shadow down here. Now, as you already know, for the most part, when I'm doing my sketches here for the YouTube channel, I try to stay away from colors. I'm trying to do everything in black and white because it's definitely the most important part for you as an illustrator, especially for you young guys that watch my videos, and for anyone for that matter who really likes to draw and wants to give it a shot. Concentrate on black and white, concentrate on shadows. That's the most important part. Colors, you can do them in the computer later on, but if you don't have the basic, which is doing the illustration, doing the faces, doing the body, the expressions, then what can you color? You have nothing to color. You know what I mean? So let's get these basics on point, and then after that, we'll do some colors. Okay, there you go. Okay, now for this particular character, which is Wonder Woman, even though I've seen her so many times, I have watched cartoons, even the movie, which was a really good movie, by the way. I had to do some research because I wasn't too comfortable doing all the features that she had and this new thing that she has in the head. I mean, it was definitely a challenge. So I had to do some research and trying to find out more in order for me not to make as many mistakes. There you go. So this is made out of metal, but let's put some hairs right here. Okay, so let's do a couple of lines here. There you go. Wow, nice. Okay, cool. Okay, now let's continue down here. As you can see, we are going from left to right as much as possible. I mean, every now and then I do jump on the other side, but then I have the ruler to support my hand, so that way I don't, put too much pressure on the parts that are inked already. And the reason why I'm jumping to the other side is because as I go, more things come to your mind. The first part of doing an illustration is that if you're not doing a commission where somebody tells you what they want and you're doing something on your own, try to visualize the character 100%, like where you want the mouth to be, the expression, what you want to do. Like I always tell you, also the background. It's in the paper, definitely you want to do a specific character, but also the whole paper is your thing, is your canvas. The whole paper. When you're doing a comic book, you're not just going to draw the character in the middle of the comic book, of the page, and that's it. You have to do a whole scenario. You have to do a whole background, and that's also another part that I want you guys to concentrate on and get comfortable with. And the only way you're going to do it is by doing exactly what I'm telling you right now. Make the background be part of the artwork. Make it, make the background, make the character stand out. Like the background has to go with what the character that you're doing, and the expression or the position. There you go. I'm gonna put a little bit of dark right here. Yes. Okay, now the X's is the parts that I'm going to go later on off camera and inked. When you're doing an illustration in pencil, this is a guide for the inker to go over and ink these parts in black 100%. But in this case, since we're doing everything, we are going to ink them. However, we are going to do it off camera because I'm trying to keep these videos 15 to 20 minutes for YouTube. And besides, inking is very simple, and you can take your time and you can do it. For the ones that are actually drawing with me right now, don't be afraid. Just post the video. Once you catch up to the part that I'm doing, then play the video and let's draw together. Okay, let's do a little more hair over here. As you can see, when I do the hair, so you see the lines that I'm doing, leaving a space in between. Okay, then that space later on I'm gonna ink it, so that can look like hairs, like big parts of hairs together. And then after that, I throw a couple of lines here and there, like like freehand, and then that'll give it the impression that it's a couple of loose hairs here and there. Okay, a little shadow here, a couple of lines here. Yeah, there you go. Get used to the shadows too. You know what I mean? Where the shadows go, it's definitely very important for you to learn that. Now for the background, remember what I said, the background has to be part of the piece that you're doing, and it has to make it stand out. So what are we gonna do here? Don't forget, this is Wonder Woman. She has long, beautiful black hair. So let's utilize that for our advantage and use her hair to fill out the blank spots in the background. Okay, so let's make this sign right here, the metal. Let's put the lines. Okay, that looks really good. Perfect. Okay, now we inked most of the parts off camera. Now let's throw a couple of lines here, one line after the other one. The more lines you throw close to each other, that you draw close to each other, it gives it the impression that it's hairs. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? You see how I'm doing it? Okay, and don't forget, if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing, make sure that you have a ruler or something you can put you rest your hand in top of, so you don't put it right in top of the art piece, because the ink tends to to get messy. So we don't want to ruin the piece. Okay, so we're gonna a lot of lines, one next to each other, and you see that? Look at that. Little by little, it takes shape. Okay, and don't feel afraid. Now let's throw a couple more lines here and there. There you go. A little more lines. Now nice and easy, not too strong, not too heavy. Wow. Okay, you see how it takes, it takes shape. couple of lines here, over here too, a little more dark. Remember what I told you guys, okay? You definitely can do it. If I can do it, you can do it too. I believe in you. Keep drawing, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Hey guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it. To see more videos of me drawing your favorite characters, click on the left. If you want to see my gaming channel, click on the right. Don't forget to subscribe, and also let me know what character you want me to draw next. For that, you need to leave it in the comments below. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video.